Hello and welcome to My Brother, Me, and Advice show for the modern era. I am your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I'm your middleest brother, Travis McElroy.
I'm your baby brother, Griffin.
It's Dad's Day, obviously, and I thought we could start off by remembering some of our dad's best zingers. I'll start to give you guys time to think about it. We were in a parking lot, and this guy was walking across the parking lot and blocking our dad's progress to a parking space, and this gentleman was walking slowly in front of Dad and not in any way expediting his travel. And he yelled at the guy, in the car, because with the windows rolled up because we're Baptists, yelled at the guy, "Hey, this hat-wearing geeka boy needs to get out of the way." And the gentleman was not wearing a hat.
Yeah.
So I don't know why.
To be wearing a hat.
I'm not sure why hat-wearing geeka boy was the fucking zinger that Dad decided to apply to this gentleman. Maybe he had a hat. Time has etched away so much of this memory. It's hard to say, but
I think my favorite is the time that we were all sitting in the back seat, and we were having a spat, as young brothers are like to do, smacking one another and hitting each other. And Dad turns around from the driver's seat and says, "You guys stop fiddly farting around back there."
Yeah.
And all three of us stopped, and we're like, "Well, excuse me?"
That story
Pardon?
That story applies to our dad a sort of Flandersian charm. My favorite is the time that he was up in the attic arranging his comic book collection, and he took the screen out of the window because it was so hot, and then he bent down to pick up a box of comics and cut his butt wide open on the edge of the screen, and then we didn't have any bandages big enough to go on his butt gash, and so he duct taped a maxi pad to his butt.
Oh, do we want to go through just the list of times Dad's injured himself? Because there was a time he dumped bleach and kitty litter down the sink without seeing a problem with it, and passed out in the basement for several hours.
And his fellow DJ, when explaining why he was not on the show the next morning, announced to Huntington, West Virginia, that our dad was freebasing kitty litter.
Probably the saddest injury that he got was if I had seen, he was bringing a tray of cold cuts to a Little League game, and a van drove past him, and the rear view mirror, the side view mirror, was so close that it blasted him in the chest, sending cold cuts flying. If I had seen this happen, I would fucking still be laughing about it. No
scene from
question.
The Godfather, just pastrami and roast beef floating through the
cup
air.
of coal everywhere. I would give anything.
And then slow opera music played, and you just saw the tray flipping over and over in the air.
And I remember we were all in the car to the ER, because and he was not that badly hurt, so you can laugh at home. It's fine. We were all in the car to the ER, and a lady that worked with Dad was praying over him and just, "Oh Lord, we just ask you watch over Brother Clint and just help to protect him as we take him into the hands of the doctors. And I know you are going to work through those doctors' hands." And in my head, I'm thinking, that was carrying cold cuts. He got blasted by a side view mirror. Let's not bother God about this one. This one falls. Dad got hit by a car that was driving at him. Let's not bother God with this one. I think this one's pretty squarely on my dad's shoulders.
He just couldn't ditch the cold cuts. He didn't want to sacrifice the cold cuts for his own safety. He's a martyr, really.
Yeah.
Right.
What a big dumb animal.
Hey, love you, Dad.
Love you,
Daddy.
You big stupid Yeti.